Hello, mathematicians. Welcome back to another session of Math Workshop. Today we're going to get to lesson number 15. During our last lesson, we were adding decimals by converting it to fractional form and applying this to word problems. Today we're going to continue adding decimals and converting to fractional form, but today we're going to be focusing on money. Money, 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 money. Okay, let's get back to work. So our goal for today is we want to add decimals. We want to make the connection to 1 penny as 1/100th of a dollar and make the connection to 1 dime as 1/10 of a dollar. The teaching point today is mathematicians add decimals in the form of money by converting to fractional form. So we're going to watch a video that's going to give us all the steps on how to do this. So make sure you're paying attention, because when you go in that store, you do not want to be gypped for any penny of yours.
All right, this is 4th grade, Module 6, Lesson 15, and in this lesson, students are going to be adding decimals, but this time they're going to be doing it in the context of money, connecting pennies to 1/100th of a dollar and a dime to a 1/10 of a dollar. And so we're still not quite at that standard algorithm, because at this point we're still laying those stepping stones towards developing a deep understanding of the mathematics rather than just blindly following the rules. So let's get started. So here you can see it's a visual representation showing that a dollar is 100 pennies. So 100 pennies is equal to exactly $1 right there, which is 100 out of 100. So the idea is 100 cents is 1/100th of a dollar. And so if we went down here to 37 pennies, what is 37 pennies? Well, 37 cents is equal to 37/100ths of a dollar, which we would write as 0.37. The idea being that 0 is not necessary, but it means I have $0.37. Now we're going to focus on the fact that a dollar is equal to 10 dimes. So of course 10 dimes is 100 cents. So that's 10/10ths of a dollar. So that's 1 whole dollar. And then if we want to, we could go down here to 9 dimes. So what's 9 dimes? Well, that's 90 cents. And that 9 dimes is 9 out of 10. It's 9 out of 10 of these dimes over here. And that equals $0.90. And once again, that 0, that leading 0, is not necessary, but we include it customarily to say, hey, we have $0.90. Connecting it with quarters, and pretty much we've got all the options right here. So we know that $1 is equal to 4 quarters. So 3 quarters is 75 cents, because we want students to be able to say 25, 50, 75, 100. We want students to be able to skip count up and down that way. And so 3 quarters, we want students to know that's 75 cents. So that's 75/100ths of a dollar, which is 0.75. And if we wanted to, we could do 14 as well. Question 14. 1 quarter is 25 cents. So that's 25/100ths of a dollar, which is 0.25. So here, they're leaving it up to the students to really choose how they organize their thoughts. For example, if we were to look at 3 quarters and 13 pennies, there's a variety of ways students could think of this. We could have them say, well, 3 quarters, I'm going to start with the fact that that is 75 cents. And we could either use that symbol, or we could use the word cents altogether, C-E-N-T-S. All right, and then of course it says 13 pennies. So what's 13 pennies? Well, we could think of 13 pennies as a dime plus 3 extra pennies. So if we wanted to, now we could add all of these together, and we can see that 75 plus 10 is 85 cents, plus 3 more cents, that's 88 cents. And I'm kind of mixing and matching my labels. I used the symbols here, and then I used the word here just to kind of mix and match. I'm allowed to do that. And again, down here, 187 cents is what fraction of a dollar? Now this is curious, because if you think about it, 185 cents is 187 over 100, and that's equal to 100 hundredths plus 87 hundredths. So I kind of did a number bond. I did decomposition, and we know that this is one whole dollar. So that equals 1 and 87 hundredths of a dollar. Last slide is, again, we're going to allow our students to choose how they organize their thinking here. We've got $1 plus 2 dimes plus 13 pennies plus $2 plus 3/4. So we've got a lot of work here, right? And what we can do is we could use the commutative property if we want. We could say, hey, we've got $1 plus $2, so that's $3. And then let's see, we have 2 dimes. We don't have any other dimes, so we could just leave that alone. So plus 2 dimes. Plus, let's see, do we have any? Oh, here we have quarters here. I'm just kind of organizing it the way I want to. 3/4. It's not necessarily the perfect way. And then, oh, we already took care of the dimes. And then we have 13 pennies. But I'm going to take those 13 pennies and I'm going to change that to be 1 dime plus, and that wraps up 4th grade Module 6, Lesson 15, using money to talk about decimals.
All right, now that you know how to never get gypped out of your change, I want you to get some practice with this. Please log on to Zearn and complete lesson number 15. Be sure to reach out to a partner and make certain that you're using your tools. Always, always, always self-assess your work, and then make sure that you're completing the exit ticket at the